Hi everyone, how are you all? So today in this session we will be talking about para completion. Now para completion, whenever we think about, we really become very fearful, as in we really do not know, or the problem basically arises when we are dealing with any paragraph and there are, of course, it is followed by four options, we all know. Now the problem comes in when we eliminate two options. Let's say out of these A, B, C and D, I very well was able to eliminate A and D. Nahi pata tha that these will not be my answer. Now the problem comes in. I am not able to eliminate these two options, as in they are very close. Now, how and what my approach has to be, what my technique should be, how should I deal with them, and how should I eliminate them. In this session of today, we will be learning this technique. Okay, para jumbles you will always see when you are dealing with IPMAT Indore ka paper particularly, and in other exams as well. The difficulty level may vary. Sometimes it will be very easy, it will be moderate, or it can be difficult. But these sort of questions you'll always find in your exam. Now, there are three type of questions that are there. Let's say if this is a paragraph, one type of question they can ask to you is, they can give a blank in the starting and it will be followed by rest of the conversation with four options, and they'll be like, select which out of the four option fits the best the starting point. If not the starting point, they can ask you in between which option fits the best, or in most of the question they ask you that which option fits the best at the last. Now more or less these are not rocket science, and there is no hard and fast any trick that you have to follow for para completion. All you have to know is that you have to form a sort of story that relates with what the story is given here. अभी वो कैसे सेलेक्ट करना है, देखो, जब भी कभी भी para completion mid में blank दिया हो and you have to select which option will fit in the best. All you have to do is look very carefully to the conversation which is followed before it. क्या बात किया है, which topic they are talking about, is it positive or negative, and read at least till one full stop. उसके blank के बाद क्या दिया है. You have seen positive था, इधर negative किया है, दोनों positive है, एक idea लिया. Now when you read all the four options, you have to pick a common point. Let's say इधर they were saying कि दिल्ली का एयर पोल्यूशन बहुत खराब हो रहा है, राइट. इधर भी दे आर लाइक कि एयर पोल्यूशन खराब हो रहा है. दे वर टॉकिंग अबाउट द सेम थिंग. सो अभी जो भी ऑप्शन यू आर गोइंग टू पिक, दैट हैज टू बी रिलेटेड, दैट हैज टू बी अकॉर्डिंग टू द नेगेटिव एयर पोल्यूशन क्वालिटी वाला क्वालिटी ऑफ दिल्ली, राइट. लास्ट में व्हेन इट्स द ब्लैंक एट द लास्ट, in most of the cases they are asking for the conclusion wala part, or you read everything. Now at the last you have to go for that point which follows the last statement, the last idea. Doesn't matter in the starting what they gave. Maybe there was a quotation, they gave positive sides, negative sides, cause, effect, they could have given anything. उससे हमें कोई मतलब नहीं है. When it's about the last fill up वाला case, you have to particularly pay attention to the idea followed before it, what it is talking about, negatives, positive, causes, effects, anything it is, and you have to pick your answer. If it isn't in starting, you have to be little careful. In most of the cases, firstly you'll eliminate and go for the option which is of the subject. If not such if that is not the case, pura padna hota is case mein, and then you have to get the main idea and go for the option. These are 3-4 things which you can keep in mind, and you can be cautious about the para completion. Also when you are reading, pay attention to the conjunctions which are given, yet, but, maybe, comma, these sort of things you have to keep in mind. Rest logically correct connect karna hai, logically eliminate karna hai. And as I always say, for reading comprehension and for para completion, that you do not have to go for the right answer. All you have to do is eliminate wrong answers and you are done, right? Chalo, now let's quickly see one question and let's try solving it. So the very first question, and it's a PYQ question. It says, most AI application in the fields of healthcare, industry, finance, transportation, and writing rely heavily on deep learning and natural language processing. However, while AI systems can mimic existing styles and patterns, there is an ongoing debate about whether AI can truly possess creativity in the same sense as humans. So it is talking about AI and its creativity. Now let's eliminate options. First one. Man has long feared the rise of machine, his own creation becoming smarter and more intelligent than him. This is not comparing the man and the artificial intelligence. Will not be my answer because last में fit करना है. And उसके पहले they are like ongoing debate था whether AI can truly possess creativity in the same manner as humans have. AI generated works may lack the depth, emotional connection, and unique perspective that come with human experience and emotions. Now, this very point is talking about AI and humans. हो सकता है answer. Third one. AI usage raises a number of ethical concerns such as privacy issues, bias in algorithms, and the potential misuse of AI in many applications. This will not be my answer. This talks about some other, ethical concerns, privacy, and everything. High performance computing has already proven a machine's ability to perform advanced calculations. Now, it is faster and more accurately than human mind. So it's about talking about the calculation. Will not be my answer. 3 eliminated. I'm left with only 1. AI and human की बात भी कर रहा है. It talks about कि possess कर सकता है कि नहीं कर सकता है, but ये कुछ चीजें हैं जो AI में lack, right? So my answer has to be what? It has to be the second one, B1. Hope you have understood this. Now, second question. It says, in the era where privacy and individualism are often prized above all else, Japanese architect Riken Yamamoto blurs the boundary between public and private. Dash. His work is a testament to the power of architecture to break down barriers and to foster a sense of community through his innovative designs. He challenges traditional notions of public and private spaces, seamlessly blending the two realms. This whole paragraph passage talked about he being different and he being so good. अभी उसके पहले it was like this architect boundary between he blurs the boundary between public and private. Then his work is a testament of power of architecture. It breaks barrier and in achievements and goodness. Let's read all 4 options. A बोल रहा है he successfully integrates additional Japanese aesthetics and modern design principles in his work. So, no, this will not be the answer. He was recently named as the Architect Prize. No. In the world of architecture, he stands out as a visionary voice and advocating a return to a more interconnected way of living. He is deeply committed to building harmonious societies through his architecture practices. Abhi, look very carefully. 3 very well aligns with an idea what is given here. इसके बाद they are going for the positive, like his work is a testament to power of architecture, it breaks down barriers, fosters a sense of community, positive things are given. And उसके पहले let's see public and private में है. Now in the work of architecture, he stands out, advocating a return to a more interconnected way of living. And his architecture is an example of it. Fits very nicely with his work and his creativity and he being very outstanding. Now, did we do the previous one? We did. Okay, the second one we did. Now, the third one. It says postponed from last year. The Tokyo Olympics are set to begin this year. The locals are very, very as in they are very much in tension. The athletes are anxious. Training sessions are truncated, very much, difficult, very much like they are practicing a lot. And restrictions are extensive. Yet Japan, in many ways, abhi dekho, you have to pay a lot of attention here to one thing. Yet, ये पूरा नेगेटिव जा रहा था अभी जापान येट आ गया, which means it changes stance. अब पूरा stance change होगा. Seen as a safe choice. Positive आ गया. Now, because of its past experiences of hosting big events, it has an impeccable reputation. Impeccable means a reputation which or thing that cannot be defeated, right? For discipline and the ability to deliver the goods. Now, the Japanese are anxious but ready to welcome the athletes. The shadow of the pandemic looms over the Tokyo Olympics. The International Olympic Committee has fully supported the Tokyo Games. Japan is going through an economic recession and could run out of funds. First thing, it's not about funds, it's not about supporting. So third and fourth to gaya. Japanese are anxious. Are they anxious? They are not in tension, but at the ये नहीं है that they are anxious. Tokyo का stance था. So can I say A भी गया? अभी you must be wondering, pandemic के बारे में तो कुछ भी नहीं दिया. See, there would be a lot of scenarios when you might get these sort of questions. All you have to then do is try eliminating, because nothing related to pandemic is given, but maybe pandemic could be one of the reason why Tokyo is so much in tension and anxious and in worriness, right? Because all the other options are very clear eliminations, so then we have to go for that option which fits, which is a nearby, a good option to fit with the blank. तभी भी आप उसको लेके जा सकते हो. Not necessary it has to relate with the conversation which is there. दूर का भी हो सकता है, but it fits there, makes sense. Now, next question. This says, this winter I wish to go to the beaches for holiday. I think I'll go to Goa, India's most well-known beach holiday destination. It is about 600 kilometers away from Mumbai, so reaching there is not a major problem. Dash. The major Goan beaches are tourist attractions and have some good beach view hotels and plenty of shops selling touristy things such as beach robes, hats, jewelry bags, and more. Now, this talks about जाने का कैसा है, how far it is and commute कैसे करना है. This talks about the things which a person sees in Goa, finds in Goa. Let's try eliminating which option fits the best. There are buses that ply at night. There are both day and night trains, and one can always hire a car and reach there in comfort in about 10 hours. Right? 600 kilometers है, but आप buses, taxi वगैरह ले सकते हो, and within 10 hours you can reach there. Relates and makes a lot of sense. हो सकता है. A great gateway place that offers an interesting variety of food, sightseeing options, flea markets, and some. Abhi dekho, this already talked about the very same thing, and this is also talking about which all places are there. So B will not be my answer. C says, one of the great things about a holiday in Goa is that we can be as lazy as we want, relaxing all day, sunbathing, sipping juices, and trying out different Goan tidbits. Of course, it relates, makes a lot of sense, but don't you think, guys, this point fits after this? Major beaches and these things are there, and also one of the great thing could be this, right? So, इसके पहले fit नहीं हो रहा है, it fits after this. Now, fourth one, some major beaches. अभी देखो, the major Goan beaches are tourist attractions. उसके बाद से you're going to take the name of the beaches. Here, they already have mentioned the names. Will not be my answer. So can I say clearly my good answer fits the which one? The A one, the first one. No. The next question, guys. I hope till here you would have understood what exactly para completion is. What I'm doing here, I'm solving like a student with you guys in the same manner. All I'm doing, I'm reading what is given, I'm getting the sense, positive, negative, what sort of conversation it is in, and then I'm eliminating all the possible options for me, and that's it, that's done. Now, it says nowadays many teenagers and young adults around the world have to spend most of their time studying in order to get top grades, a university place, and a good job. Dash. There are several causes for this situation. One of the main ones being exams. These are the stressful experiences, and most students take a huge number of them during their school career. Now, four options out of these are Therefore, studying while you are exhausted is unproductive. Of course, doesn't make sense. Therefore, it would be better to learn how to apply the knowledge gained. For this reason, there is often little time left for hobbies and socializing. Either you can stop and see that this will be my right answer, because before the blank it says, teenagers are just study, they are busy, they are spending a lot of time in the studies. After that also, one of the causes is the exams that they have to appear in, right? So I believe abhi tak sara jitne question we have done, and guys, to your surprise, all the questions that you did with me were your previous year questions. So it is not something that exam mein to isse difficult aata hoga, easy aata hoga. They actually were from your PYQs. So I hope you'd have gotten an idea. Exam mein question difficult nahi aata, they are a cakewalk for you. They were very easy to do. It all just all that you needed was a concept clarity, reading approach, good reader you're supposed to be, and option elimination, and you're done. So that's it, guys. Again, a big thank you for being with me in the class. Now we'll be meeting in the next session. Till then, take care of yourself, keep studying. Bye, guys.